o'clock and it's Spectacular Sports Week! It's Monday, it's 6 o'clock and it's Spectacular Sports Week! 1, 2, up, 2, down, up, up, 2, down, up. Oh, hang on. There we go, I've been looking forward to tonight.
I know, yeah.
Do you know what? Tonight we are crammed full of different sports.
We are.
Now, Tina, remind me, on Friday, in the roundup show that we did, I hope you guys watched that. You said you were going to spend all weekend in training,
I was.
especially for tonight.
Yes,
So,
yes,
Tina,
yes.
would you like to tell the Kidz Klubbers who are watching you right now, how much training did you do over the weekend?
So much training. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've run marathons, I've done football matches, I've done swimming competitions, gymnastic competitions, and a whole lot of lying.
A whole lot of lying? What do you mean lying?
Lying around, kind of.
Oh.
Not doing quite as much training as I thought I might have.
And why didn't you, Tina?
Because the weather. Did you see the weather? It was pouring down outside. The wind was blowing a hoolie. I thought I was going to blow off the cliff. Every time I did my keepy uppies, it went over the fence, and the neighbours were getting a bit narky with me.
Oh no!
So I couldn't train quite as much as I wanted to, but I got a secret weapon for later, so don't worry.
Oh.
But hang on a minute.
Go on.
You weren't particularly sporty over the weekend, or for the last few weeks since the football came back on the telly. You've been sat there on the TV, on the sofa even, with your feet up, watching the TV, watching everybody else running around like a loony bin, while you're sat there.
Well, of course. Tina, I mean, don't you know that is research? So if you want to learn how to play the game the best you can, then you have to watch the best, and it's the Premier League. So, Kidz Klubbers, I was doing research. I was getting better skills by watching the professionals.
I don't agree, actually. You have got to train. You've got to work hard. You've got to be diligent. You've got to get yourself into a routine. You're a competitive person. You are not a lazy person, okay? No. There's lots of people here that can confirm that you are probably one of the most competitive people I know.
Maybe.
You and your brother, anyway. So, it doesn't work like that.
Does it not?
No.
Oh well,
you have to train and practice.
Never mind. I'm very, very interested though. A comment you just made that you've got a secret weapon.
Oh, did I say that?
You did. Ooh. I'm a little bit worried about that.
Well, let's not worry about that. We'll find out a bit more about that later.
Okay.
So, shall we find out what we're going to be serving tonight?
I think we should. So tonight we have got a keepy uppy challenge.
We have.
Which is going to be interesting. And then we're going to have a pit stop with Paul, where he will be rustling up a tasty half-time snack.
Yummy.
How many sports things can you get in there? And then Chris and Debbie will be bowling and batting us over with a game of cricket.
And not only that, we have got Michelle making us a fantastic, and I mean absolutely, it's amazing.
It's brilliant.
Blow football.
Very, very good.
It's not just a simple blow football that I made the other day. It is a full-on stadium, guys, that she's showing me how to make at home. And it is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Also, we have a tantalising game of tennis.
Do we?
Guess who that's with?
Who's doing that then, Tina?
It's the Tants.
Oh, all the T's. There you go.
The Tants.
So that's right. And then our story time.
Yeah.
I'm looking again, Kidz Klubbers. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm sure some of you are as well. Is coming from the American Express Stadium where Brighton and Hove Albion play. Looking forward to that. That'll be good. So we're gonna have to. We want the Kidz Klubbers to send us their photos, don't we?
We do, guys. All through this evening, and we're going to be showing you lots of different challenges, and we want you guys to join in the challenges too. All of the crafts are going to be put up onto our website, so you know exactly how to make them yourself. They're there all the time. So every single week, if it's a recipe, we put the recipes there. If it's a craft or an activity, we try and put them up on the website so you can recreate it for yourselves. So send that through to us, and we'll explain a bit later how you're going to do that. But also, what you need to do as well is to comment below.
Yeah, just say hi.
Commenting below and cheering us on while we're doing these activities. We want to see you there, and we might even give you a bit of a shout out later on today.
Okay, so are you ready for our first challenge?
Yeah, I am ready.
Okay, so our first challenge, we're going to go head to head in the garden with a keepy uppy challenge. So, Tina, now I think is your time to tell me. Just so I'm ready, I'm feeling very confident though. What is your secret weapon?
Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit about this challenge. The challenge, okay, there's two parts. Yeah. There's a football part and there's a tennis part.
Okay, all right.
Now my football skills aren't quite really, well, they're non-existent really.
Oh really?
I could do a little bit of running around, but the old keepy uppy jobby, that's not for me. So to
win
get, my secret weapon's Louis.
What?
My secret weapon's Louis.
No.
Yeah, because I can do tennis. I can do the keepy uppies on a tennis racket. So Louis agreed to be my secret weapon.
Oh, that's not on.
Isn't it?
But he's good.
He's good, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, the Kidz Klub, that's not fair. Well, we'll have to see who's going to win that one. But do you remember I said I got a secret weapon as well?
Yeah.
Well, you see, I thought that actually my tennis skills are not particularly great.
Right.
Hand-eye coordination and all that sort of stuff. So, I asked Louis to take my place. Oh. So you're going to have to face Louis doing the tennis challenge.
Oh dear. Well, that backfired somewhat, didn't it? That really didn't quite go to plan. So guys, Alan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Keepy uppy challenge.
Here we go.
On your marks. Get set. Off to the garden. So welcome to this week's first challenge. We're up against one another yet again, and we're up against Louis too for this one. Now for this game, we are going to be playing Keepy Uppy Challenge. Yep. Traditionally, it's with the football, give us a demonstration. Oh. That wasn't a very good demonstration.
There we go.
Come on, sort it out. Got to sort it out. Bit more of a practice. There we go. You can do it with football. Oh, like me. You can do it with a tennis racket and a tennis ball and see how many keepy uppies you can do. So, Alan, the challenge this week is to see how many keepy uppies you can do with your football in 30 seconds. Okay. You versus Louis. Okay. All right. And then next it'll be me versus Louis to see how many keepy uppies you can do with a tennis racket. Right. In 30 seconds. So what's your guess?
I think Louis is probably going to beat me, I guess, because he's pretty good at football.
Oh, he's a bit younger than you.
Only just. And I think you might run him a bit close with the tennis racket because you're pretty decent with a tennis racket.
Not too bad. Not too
bad. So we're going to find out, Kidz Klubbers, who do you think is going to win?
So guys, comment below, cheer us on, and see how we get on tonight. See you soon.
Okay. Right, ready when you are. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh dear, Louis, come on.
3,
you're doing really well.
5,
comment below.
7, 8, 9.
Support Louis. 7, come on, Louis. You can do it. 6, although I hope you don't do too many, obviously, 9, because I think you're going to be better than me.
22, 23, 24,
oh,
25,
some good skill
5,
there.
6, 27, 28.
That's got to be dropped. Come on, Louis.
1, 2,
let me have half a chance here.
5, 6, 37.
Oh wow.
38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 46.
46. Well done, Louis. 3, 2, 1, go.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. Well, try again.
7, 8, 9. 10.
Come on. 46 to beat.
11, 12.
Oh.
13, 14. He's getting a bit close.
Well, try again.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Round.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
Well done, Alan. You got 28, but unfortunately Louis beat you.
3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Tina. 7, 8, 10. Oh, that's really good. 15, 18, 19. You got it going well there now. Keep going. Try. Come on, you got to beat Louis this time. keep going, not long to go now. Whoa, nearly lost it. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
70.
70. Well done, Tina. Very, very good. Okay, Louis, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Tina, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then.
2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Come on,
8,
Louis,
9,
come
10,
on, keep
11,
going.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Come on,
17,
guys, you
18,
need to cheer us on.
2,
Who do you want to
3,
win?
4,
Do you want
5,
Louis
6,
to win, or do you want me
7,
to
8,
win?
9,
So cheer us on, guys. Keep cheering.
6, 7, 8,
He's got to drop it soon, surely.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Come on,
50,
guys,
51,
keep
52,
cheering him on.
54,
Keep
55,
commenting,
56,
guys.
58, 9, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64,
I think he might beat me.
9, 70,
Oh, no.
71, 72,
Oh, no.
73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 84.
Well done, Louis, for beating me at the Keepy Uppy challenge. One of these days I will win something, I promise you. Definitely will. Okay, guys, so we're going to be heading off now to our first activity for this evening. We're going to be going to Paul at Fishersgate, and he's going to be showing us how to make a tasty halftime snack. He's going to be showing us to do hot dogs tonight. So, Paul, it's over to you.
Wow, what good fun this is. Hiya, Kidz Klubbers. Welcome to my kitchen. We're still locked down, but we're still having food workshops. And what a great week this is. All these sports. And we're coming to our food workshop, and this evening we are making hot dogs. Now, hot dogs are very simple to make, but I'm going to show you how to make them and see if we cannot make them really well. Now, this evening you need a few ingredients, but it's very simple. The first thing you need is a roll. I've got some finger rolls here, and these are long and thin, as you can see, but if you haven't got a finger roll, you can use a round roll. They work just as well, or you could even use a slice of bread and just fold it in half to make your roll. So that's okay, you need them. We've got an onion here, so you need onion if you like onion. You don't have to have them if you haven't got any. And we've got a tin of hot dogs here. You can buy these in the shop in jars. You can buy them in various different ways. But we've got some hot dogs here that we're going to be using. And the first thing that you need, and we've also got our ketchup, and we've got some mayonnaise, and we've got some mustard. So those are all the ingredients that you use. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to heat up our hot dogs. Now, these hot dogs, they just open very easily. And all I'm going to do is just show you our hot dog. It just comes out like that. And all you do, I've got some hot water here behind me. That's on a very gentle heat. We just put them in the hot water, and that will just heat them up gently without boiling them, and we'll just leave them there to heat up while we talk about what else we're going to do. So I put that on gas number 2 there, just to keep it warm and make sure that they're in hot water. The water was hot before I put it in. And now we're going to just prepare our onion. And to prepare our onion, let's move that out of the way before I cut myself. To prepare our onion, this is a brown onion. You can get white onions as well. All I'm going to do is cut each end off. Be very careful when you're using a knife. Cut the ends off like so. I'm just going to make a little score down my onion and just take off this outside skin. We don't want that. Just take off the outside skin like that, and we're going to put that aside. We don't need that. When we've got our onion, we can just slice it up and make it nice small pieces, and just cut it to make nice small pieces like that. And then you can fry onion, but all I'm doing is just putting it in some hot boiling water. And here's some that I started cooking earlier. You'll see that we've just got some onion in there that is boiling away. And that's nice and hot. It makes it nice and soft, and we can use that for our hot dogs. So we're now going to get our roll. Now most people would think that you cut the rolls that way. Well, a little tip, it's a lot easier if you cut them down from the top. Be very careful when you're cutting. You don't need to cut all the way through, just like that. And you can open it out like that. And by now, our hot dogs that are in our water will be nice and hot. So I can just get my tongs here and I can put my hot dog in my roll. Having done that, I can then get my onions. Be very careful when you're using the pan and the hot onions because it can be very hot. And I'm just going to put my onions over the top. You can put your onions in first if you want. You can do it how you think you like best. And there's my onions going in. Let's just have a few more onions. Ah, perfect. Look at that. Lovely onions. And then put that over there. And then we can get our tomato ketchup. If you like ketchup, you can put tomato ketchup on. You can just run it through if you like, but I'm just gonna make a bit of a pattern. Okay, like that. And zigzag my ketchup. And I made a mess as well, but that's all right, we can soon clear that up. So you can put ketchup on. I'm gonna see if I can get a bit of mustard as well. You need to be careful how you use the mustard. It might be a bit hot. There's not a lot left in there, but there's my ketchup and my mustard on my hot dog. I just got a kit. You can use a tissue or you can use a kitchen roll. And there you have a lovely, delicious hot dog. Tastes delicious, boys and girls. Make your own hot dog. Send us a picture of what you've made. Thanks for watching. And now we're going on to the next exciting activity.
Hi Kidz Klubbers!
Hi Kidz Klubbers!
Welcome to Lord's, the home of cricket. Well, it's not really Lord's. It's
actually
our daughter's back garden.
Yeah, and it's really, really chilly, so can we get on with it,
Yeah,
Chris?
we will. Now, guys, it's Spectacular Sports Week, so we're going to have a game of crazy cricket. Me against Debbie, right? Let me tell you what you need, because you can do this at home. You could even do it indoors with a soft ball.
You could, or a hard ball, look.
Ow, Deborah, that's too hard.
Really hard.
Or you could do it in a car park, or maybe not a car park.
Oh, Chris, don't go through every list of place you know.
Maybe a park.
On with the game!
A park, okay. Or your garden, if you've got a garden.
Yeah.
So, guys, what you need a bat. Right, you need a ball. Yeah. Soft or hard ball. Okay. You need stumps. You need some stumps where the batsman's going to stand.
Yeah.
And you need some stumps where the bowler's going to stand. But if you haven't got stumps, doesn't matter. You can use a bin.
Here's one I made earlier.
Well, thank you very much. Can you put those up, Deb?
Yeah, that's good.
Pay
All
attention.
in good place.
Thank you. You could use a chair or you could use a bin as a stump. Okay. So what we're going to do, we've got a pitch here. These are the boundaries along here, along the path, down that wall. If the ball hits the boundary, goes over the boundary, 4 runs. 4. If it goes over the boundary without bouncing, 6. If you just hit it, we're going to say that's worth 2 on this pitch. Okay. So we're going to do the toss.
Right.
Debbie, we're going to let
Are you going to throw the coin?
Yes.
Right. Heads I win, tails you lose.
No. Heads I win, tails you win. Okay. Right. Here we go. Stand back, please.
Whoa,
And
heads I win.
Heads I win.
I win.
Was it you win? Okay.
I win.
Was it? Was
Heads
it?
I win.
Okay. So, do you want to bat or bowl first?
You can bat first.
I can bat first. Okay.
Right.
Now, you can bowl overarm like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that, Chris.
You're
I
going to
feel
do
that would
underarm.
be an unfair advantage
Okay.
because
Or
of my superb bowling.
I'm going to let Debbie even throw it. Okay.
I'll
She
just
can
throw
even-
it.
Yeah, but not too hard.
Okay.
Right.
Fine.
Okay. So, in cricket.
How many balls?
6, because we're going to have a bowler's over. That's 6 balls. So we're going to have 6 balls. Debbie bowling, me batting. 6 balls,
Are
me
you
bowling,
ready,
Debbie batting.
Chris? Here
Yes.
comes the first
Okay,
ball.
here we go. And that's 4 runs.
Well done, Christopher.
Flicked your way through
Second
mid-wicket.
ball.
And
I saved it.
oh, it hit the thing. 4 runs. So
Yes,
that's
this
8.
was in the way.
I've got 8 off 2. Oh, nicely played. It hit my finger.
Another one.
Another 4. 3 4s in a row. That's 12. Oh, beautiful shot.
Oh,
Straight bat. Best shot of the day so far. 16.
Oh, where's my fielder?
2 balls to go.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, Debbie, let's see what you're made of. Ow!
Oh, leg before wicket, so you lose 4 runs.
No, that wasn't in line with it. We won't have LBW because it's too complicated.
Oh, okay.
Last ball. And another 4. So I finish with 5 fours, 20.
Very good. Do you not lose anything because of your strange, unusual cricketing style?
Go on. Right, now, Deb, because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to ask you, do you want me to build overarm,
Or just bowl at my back?
or underarm?
Nice and gently.
Okay, overarm. Gently overarm.
Underarm.
Okay, underarm. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. You need 21 to win,
Wow.
and here we go with the first ball. Oh, no run!
Hit the thing.
Yeah, you didn't hit it with the bat.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. You are a bit of
Gotta
a
hit it,
disadvantage
kids. Gotta
here.
hit it.
5 to go. Here we go.
windy out here.
Here we go.
You're bowling
Oh, and it
fast.
goes right through the stump.
You're
Oh,
bowling
wicket!
really fast.
So we're going to lose 4 runs every time you're out. So it's
Oh.
you've got -4.
Come on, you
I got 20.
I did mine really gently.
You got -4.
No, you're bowling.
Okay, well
really
done. That's a
fast.
nice shot, Debbie. Well played. 4. So you're on 0. Well done for scoring
They're
0.
going to bounce it, aren't they?
Okay, it is bouncing. Yeah. Oh no! It's the first 6.
6, first 6
Oh
of the
no!
day.
Okay, so you've got 6, but there's only 2 balls to go.
Oh,
No
that
ball.
was really fast.
No ball.
Wide.
No run. I mean, no run. No, what's the wide? No run. So you've scored
Finish,
6.
Disney.
Are you ready?
You're
And
bowling.
she's up. -4. That means 2. So Chris scores 20. Debbie scores -2. Oh, so the
You were
winner
bowling
is.
really
Thank you
fast.
very
I
much.
was being really
Thank you, Kids
gentle.
Clubbers. You
Well
can
done,
play
Chris.
that at
Well
home.
done, Chris.
Have a great time playing at home. And see you soon.
Well done, Kids Clubbers. Have fun.
On to the next exciting activity.
Hi Kids Clubbers and welcome to Spectacular Sports Week craft activity. Now the great thing about this craft activity is you don't really need very much to be able to take part. All you really need are a couple of straws. I've got some metal ones here. You might have plastic ones or paper ones, or you could even make one by rolling up paper, and something to act as a football, because we are going to make a blow football game. So even if you didn't have anything else, you could still have fun blowing a paper or a squeegee ball like this around your table. But I've done something slightly different. Right, you'll need either a cereal box or possibly some other kind of flat box, or even just a piece of paper that you can make into a football pitch. I quite like using a flat box because what you can do is you can snip the ends to make your goals. I'll show you how to do that. Be very careful, it's quite tricky and you might need a bit of help. A couple of little snips, and if you pop the ends of the box down like that, that's your goal. So the person who gets I've dropped my scissors, the person who gets the ball through there is the winner. Right. You could put green paper in your box like this, or you could colour your box in, you could paint your box. You can do whatever you like. Now, if you have a cereal box, it's even better because you can make a whole football scene. I've got one here that I'm going to show you. The first thing I had to do was I had to cut round the edge of my cereal box to make a kind of a little flap like this. And then I did the same trick at either end by chopping a bit out, so I made my goals. And then this is the really cool bit. I thought I'd make it into a proper football stadium. You could do that too, kids. So here goes. Are you ready for the big reveal? Look at that. We have our crowd here. You might spot some familiar faces in the crowd. I can see. Oh, there's Alan. Oh, Chris and Debbie. I bet Chris is shouting out loud. And there's Connor and Lynn. You could put your own faces in amongst the crowd. Now you might notice in proper football stadiums, they advertise all around the edge. So I've advertised Kidz Klub all around the edge of mine. And I've kind of drawn some little nets on the bits at the end. For my grass, all I've done is use some wax crayons to make it look a bit like grass. And of course, I've drawn the halfway line and put a little X marks the spot. I really, once I get my pen again, I really should do a little circle because I think that's what they really do in football, isn't it? I don't know much about football. So this is where you're going to start. So this is my football stadium. Of course, I put my ball in the middle and blow. There's no, I scored a goal first time. You can play this yourself and see how many times you can get it through the goal. If I don't get it quite right, I end up putting it into the corner. Now, what I've got to say, kids, is straws can be a bit tricky at this time because you're blowing your breath all over the place, and when this time of virus, we've got to think about things like that. So only play this with members of your own household. Don't go playing it at school or anything like that if you are going to school. Now I'm going to see if I can find someone to come and help me play this game. Is anyone coming to play a game of blow football? No. Well, they're a really boring lot. I hope you have more luck with your family than I do with mine. So remember, use what you've got in the house. Don't worry if you don't have a flat box like this, because a cereal box is even better. So use what you've got. Use what type of straw you've got as well. Don't worry about it being metal or plastic or paper, whatever you have. And don't worry about how to make the grass either, because there's lots of ways to make the grass. You can use paper, you can colour it in. And I'd love to see some pictures of a crowd that you can put into your football stadium. See if you can find better pictures than I could. These pictures aren't great of the team, but I think they're all enjoying the game. And one last thing, on your straw, you could put a little flag that represents the team you support, just to give it that extra little touch. So kids, have a great time making your blow football game. Remember, you don't need anything. If you don't have a box, just use your table. And I'm going to pass you on to the next fun activity now. Bye, Kidz Klubbers.
Hi Kidz Klubbers, and welcome to Tantalising Tennis with the Tants. So we're going to show you how to play tennis. Now I'm sure most of you know how to play tennis already, but we've done some different things so that you can do that at home if you haven't got all the equipment. So we're going to show you a way that you can play tennis indoors, but first we're going to show you how to do it outdoors. Now I don't have a net, so what I've done is I've put a long bit of string from one end of the garden to the other. So that's going to be my net. Now it's a bit thin, as you can see. So to make it a little bit more visible, I've hung some plastic bags and put a stone in each, so it just looks a bit more like a net and easier to spot when the ball goes over or when the ball goes under the net. So we're going to get going. Louis and I are going to play a game. First to 5 wins. Who's going to win? Comment below and tell us who you think is going to win. Okay, Louis, first to 5 then. Are you ready for the challenge?
He's ready.
Oh, that's good. Here we go then. Tin, you'll keep your score, yeah?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Right, here we go then. Oh. Oh. Ah.
Go on then. Who's going to win? Comment below, guys. Comment below.
Is that out?
That is out. So that is 1-0 to Lou.
Here we go. Ooh. Oh.
Oh, net. 2-0.
1-1.
Oh, 1-1. Sorry.
1-1.
I can't keep score.
1-1. Come on, Lee. Ah. Oh, no! 2-1 to Louis. Dear
3-1.
3-1.
Sure you wanted this rematch?
Ready? Yeah.
3-2.
It's going to get close.
Come on, guys, keep going.
Oh, no. That's outrageous.
That's 4-2.
4-2.
Down, guys.
Oh.
Oh, no. 4-3.
3.
Where's that been at Wimbledon? Just without the strawberries and cream and pins. Oh!
4-all.
4-all, well done.
Match point, Louis. No pressure.
Here we go. First service.
Here we go. Oh no!
And he is the winner. The name's not McEnroe.
Well done, Louis. Good game. Well done. Okay, so Kidz Klubbers, if you don't have a garden or much space outside, I think you could even play, if you're careful and move things away that are breakable, you could play tennis inside over the sofa with a balloon, but you've got to be careful. Are you ready, Tina?
Shall we put those pictures down then? So I'm showing the kids how to be careful. And maybe move the candles out of the way, just in case.
Right, we'll put them down there. And we'll move this one out of the way as well.
Cool. So we're using the sofas on it?
Yes,
okay.
We're using the sofas on it and a balloon as a ball. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1. Oh! Yay! 1-0. 1-0.
Right, you start. I'm not very good at this.
Go on! Are we there? Oh, there you go. 2-0. Oh, yes. Oh, that's you. 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, you can serve.
Ready?
Oh, aced! She aced it! Look at that! Here we go, 2-all. Oh, 3-2.
3-2. You're a bit vicious at this.
Oh, 4-2.
I don't like
Yay, 4-3.
4-3, right.
Come on then. Oh, looks like Tina's won. 5-3. Good game, well done.
Well done.
Okay, so there you go. That is tantalising tennis with the Tants. I hope you have a good time playing that. We've seen so many activities tonight. I hope you get a chance to get involved now that the weather's feeling good. And it's good to get outside and play some sports. We hope that you managed to do that. And please remember, send us your photos or your videos and you could be most interactive kid of the week. You'll get a certificate and your name will go forward for the most interactive kid trip, which we will do as soon as we possibly can. We're now going to head over to Chris and Debbie, who are going to bring us the Bible bit in VIP time. See you guys soon.
Kidz Klubbers. Wow, this is my granddaughter Florence and she is going to help us tonight to do this week's Bible bit. Now, if you look all over the floor, we've got lots of pieces of cricket clothing.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is underneath each piece of clothing there is one word from the Bible bit. So I'm going to ask Florence to carefully get down and she is going to give Grandad the very first item to wear.
Deb, where did you get all this cricket gear from?
This is all Chris's cricket gear. So let's go and get the jumper over there, give it to Grandad,
By the way,
and
Deb,
give me the piece of paper so I can spell out the Bible bit.
I don't actually play cricket anymore, okay? But I've still got all my gear.
Fantastic.
Okay, so
here we go.
Is this the first one?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
right.
you for
This is going to go on quickly.
Right, we're going to spell out this. You've got to get the next one now. As soon as Grandad gets it on.
Oh.
This is part of the Bible bit, so I'm going to put this down because this will come, I think, in the second line here. Okay, next item, Florence. How about that card over there? You pick something, quick as you can. Yes, a hat. Good.
Right, okay,
Good,
fantastic.
get me the word. Good girl, Florence.
Whoa, I've got my helmet on.
Very
It's not a hat, it's a
well
helmet.
done. Right, now I'm going to get that pad over there.
Debbie, I wear this, so if I get hit on the head, it doesn't hurt. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Oh, that goes underneath. Underneath. It's my sweatband that I wear under because it gets really hot and sweaty.
You don't need that one. Okay, go and find another one, Florence.
Under the helmet. Oh, both of these.
Good.
Okay, right.
And
These are my batting gloves.
Very good. Here we go.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Batting
Next
gloves.
one's your granddad.
Yeah. Oh, a batting pad. Actually, yeah, that's lovely. I'm not going to put this on properly because that would take too long, but I will just put it on like this.
And what's the word? Can you give me the word, Florence? Thank you. Oh, gone. The word is gone.
Right.
You have the word.
And the other batting pad. Thank you very much, Flo.
Thank you.
Right.
Next word, Florence. Any more for Granddad? What's he putting on? Putting on a batting pad.
What do I have next? Oh, the bat. I need a bat, don't I? Yeah. Okay, right. I've got a bat. I'm nearly ready to play then.
You got the word he. He
Oh,
or
a ball.
she.
I've got a ball.
He
Look.
or she.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
The word
whoa.
is next item. What are you going to give him? How about that pad? Don't get that big one there. Good
Oh,
one,
yes,
Florence.
that's great. Oh, this is my
Nice.
thigh
We've got
pad.
the word the here.
Yeah, this is
so
my
we've
thigh
got
pad.
is.
Right, that goes on like this.
Right,
This
next
goes
word.
like here. Hang on a sec. Got this. This goes on. Actually, I've got to put this underneath. Okay. There we go. That's lovely. Put that back. What's the next item?
Oh,
my
well
arm
done,
guard.
Florence.
Yeah. Just in case I face some really fast bowlers, so I need an arm guard. I'm a
Thank you.
left-handed
You,
batsman.
you.
So it goes on my right arm.
We're spelling out this Bible bit here.
Any more? What
Any
else have we
more
got? Yeah, I've got those, darling. I've got those. We've done those ones. Thank you. Yeah, now those, thank you. I've got my cricket boots. Now, I'm not going to put these on indoors because they've got studs. So I'm just going to put those down there. Yeah? Anything else?
One more word. Here we are.
Yeah. You got all the words there?
Right,
Nice and shaking up.
is a new creation.
I'm going to put my gloves on.
I need the old has.
You're struggling a bit there.
No, I'm trying to get them in the right
Okay.
order now. The old has gone. The new has. We got a word missing. Where's the other word? The new
Has. You Mr. Has.
has. Yeah. Right,
Hey.
here we go. Let's say it. He
Is a new creation. The old has gone. The new has come. And that's tonight's Bible
That's
bit,
tonight's
Kids
Bible
Clubbers.
bit. Let's all say it together. He is
A new creation.
The old has gone. The new has come. So that's tonight's
Fantastic.
Bible bit.
Thank you.
Kids Clubbers, come wave goodbye, Florence.
Bye, everybody.
Wave goodbye.
Bye. Hi Kids Clubbers, welcome to Story Time. As you know, it's Spectacular Sports Week this week. So, where better to have story time than right outside the amazing American Express Stadium, the home of Brighton and Hove Albion, the famous Seagulls. So here we are. Now, I want to talk to you a bit, Kids Clubbers, about some footballers, 2 footballers and a manager. Tonight's story time is called Faith and Football. And these 3 people I want to talk to you about have all got real faith in Jesus. Now, you might think, Kids Clubbers, footballers, because they're paid so much money, some of them get literally hundreds of thousands of pounds a week. That's a lot of money. You might think, because they got all the money, that's all they need. They don't need God. They just get what they want from all the money that they get. But actually, there are some footballers who think there's something more important than money, and that is God. Some of them have real faith in God, like I was saying. And I want to tell you about a couple of Liverpool players and their manager. Liverpool, by the way, have just won the Premier League. They have had an amazing season. They've won so many games. You've got to give them credit. They've done brilliantly this season. And one of their leading players is Brazilian Roberto Firmino. He's one of their forwards, scores a lot of goals. I saw a very interesting thing in the media earlier this year. I saw that he'd been baptized as a Christian believer. You can find this on YouTube yourself, Kidz Klubbers, mums and dads. There was him, and there were some friends, and there were family, and it was in the indoor swimming pool of his own house. And he was baptized, and the Liverpool goalie was there. We'll talk to you about him in just a moment as well, called Alisson Becker. But I just want to read you something that Roberto Firmino said when he was baptized. He said, "My greatest title is your love, Jesus." He didn't say, my greatest ambition would be to win the Premier League, which is now done. He said, the thing that is most important to me, means more to me than anything else, is the love of Jesus. And he also said, he took a bit from the Bible and he quoted that. He said, if anyone is a Christian, he is a new creation. The old has gone, the new has come. Does that ring a bell, Kidz Klubbers? Because that was our Bible bit just a few minutes ago. So that's what happened to him. He became a Christian. He is now like a brand new person inside. I mentioned the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. I want to tell you something that he said. He said, if you believe in God, do your best on the pitch and put love into everything you do. Kidz Klubbers, I think that is fantastic advice. Put love into everything that you do. But I said, not just going to talk to you about players. What about the manager, Jurgen Klopp? Some people say, I look a bit like him now. I've sort of grown this over the last few weeks of lockdown. Or he looks like me. But Jurgen Klopp, he has a really strong faith in Jesus as well. He said this. He said, Jesus is the most important person in history. Wow, that's amazing. He didn't say the great Liverpool manager Bill Shankly or the great Liverpool player Kenny Dalglish. They are the greatest people in history. No, he said, Jesus, the most important person who has ever lived. And he also says this, I love this. He says, I am in sensationally good hands, talking about his relationship with Jesus. In other words, he knows God is looking after him, caring for him, leading him, guiding him, giving him peace, giving him security. He knows that. That's his life. So when you see him being interviewed on television, I reckon, Kidz Klubbers, all that, he's like his peace, his security, his confidence that he knows God, that just comes shining through. He is a really, really likeable guy, manager of Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp. Now, he also said something fantastic about Jesus dying on the cross. He said, that was the greatest act that has ever happened. Why? Because we don't have to pay for our own sins anymore. In other words, Jesus has done it for us. So Jurgen and some of his players, lots of faith in Jesus. So guys, girls, faith is really alive in the world of football. Now, one little thing just to close with, I just want to explain something, just so you understand a little bit more about what I've said tonight. Roberto Firmino was baptized. What's that all about? What does that mean? Being baptized in water, which has happened to a number of Christian footballers and loads of people I know, friends, family. It's like God's picture language of what happens to someone when they become a Christian. So they're lowered down into the water. That is a sign of their old life before they knew God, dying, being buried, coming to an end. They're turning their back on the bad things that they used to do. And then they're lifted up out of the water. That is a sign of a fantastic new life in Jesus beginning. And then they live to please Jesus from that point on. And that's what happened to Roberto Firmino. It's all summed up in our Bible bit, going back to that again. If someone is a Christian, or when someone is a Christian, they are a new creation. The old has gone, the new has come. Their life has changed. Yeah? Now, just very quick, I'll tell you two other professional footballers who've been baptized because they're Christians. If you like Chelsea, you might have heard of a player called Willian. He was baptized, guess where? In the Middle East, in the River Jordan, the same river that Jesus himself was baptized in 2,000 years ago. And Philippe Coutinho used to play for Liverpool. He's now a Barcelona player. He's on loan to Bayern Munich. He was baptized, guess where? Not in a swimming pool, not in a river. He was baptized in his bath, in his own bath. And so was his wife. So was one of their housekeepers. But obviously not all at the same time, because it was only like a standard sized bath. Again, there's pictures of that in YouTube. So, Kidz Klubbers, faith is alive, even in the lives of professional footballers who are earning loads and loads of money. Even people like that say, actually, it's not money that satisfies me. It's not money that brings me happiness. It is my faith in Jesus. He has changed my life. Kidz Klubbers, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from this magnificent stadium, the Amex Stadium, home of the Seagulls. See you soon, Kidz Klubbers. Bye for now.
Thank you, Chris. What a great story time
Definitely.
that was. It's definitely outside the
Beautiful
Amex
setting.
Stadium and talking about all those professional footballers. It's amazing, isn't it? Because you think, well, they're professional footballers, they've got all the money and all the fame, and yet they realise, actually, without God, life is pretty pointless. So I tell you what, why don't we just very quickly pray and then we'll move on to the next things.
Okay, yep.
Father God, we thank you that life is all about you, and unless we know you, then our life is often very empty. Father, will you talk to each one of us over the next week, no matter how old we are, and lead us into your presence. We ask this in Jesus' name.
Amen.
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 So,
tonight.
yes.
We've had lots of people commenting.
We've had loads of comments.
And there's been a bit of a competitive thing going on, I think.
Which is good.
Which is really good since it's sport week.
Yeah.
So, who do you think has been the most competitive in your eyes?
Who's been the most competitive? I tell you what, there is one person that I think must be very competitive. I don't actually know this person, but Mackenzie, you know who you are, Mackenzie. You are very competitive, very, very chatty on the comments, which is great.
Yeah.
And I have to say also, because I know her quite well, and she is my niece, and I know her dad very, very well, i.e. my brother. I think Daisy, you must be very competitive as well. So they're my two.
That was a bit biased, but no, I'm going to let you have that.
Who do you think?
Okay, so for me, I've got three. I'm going to be a bit cheeky here.
Okay.
So I think most definitely the Hill family and the Fry Smith family. They have been battling for weeks.
Very good shout.
And the third one for tonight definitely is Louis WW.
Oh yeah.
So
of course,
Louis, you've been commenting loads and cheering us on. So well done. That is great.
Well done. So, but just to remind everyone, please, sport is about taking part.
It is about having fun.
It's about having fun, and it's not all about winning.
That hurts you to say that, doesn't it?
I know.
Really
It gets me there. But it's not all about winning, as I found out in the Keepy Uppy Challenge, because I lost.
You did.
And the tennis, because I lost. So, not a very successful evening, unfortunately for me. But never mind.
So it's all about taking part.
Yeah, indeed.
So guys, just to remind you of all of the competitions this week. So you need to bring in your colouring competition, which is on the back of your news sheets, which all of our team members brought round to you. I hope you managed to see them and got to say hi and catch up with them. So there's the colouring competition.
Yep.
We've got the competition of the week, which has come dressed as a sports person.
Yes.
So send us in your photos of you dressed as a sports person, or even doing some sport. Do some of our challenges that we've been doing this evening. So maybe a bit of keepy up with the tennis or with the football. Any kind of sporty challenge that you've seen.
Can you beat Louis?
Or even a bit of the cricket, like Chris and Debbie were doing.
I'll be up for that.
So there's that. And then we've got the picture quiz. The picture quiz is live on the website, and also it'll be going out tomorrow on Facebook. So keep an eye out for that. Don't comment on the actual pictures on Facebook, because otherwise everyone sees the comments and they'll all get it right. So you want to make sure you get it right. So send us through a private message with your answers in.
Definitely.
Okay, so should we tell them how to do it?
How they do it. How do you send those? How do they send them through? What's the first way?
So the first way is through Facebook.
Yes.
So you all have your Facebook pages. We've told you all about those when we were delivering your newsletters this week. So go to your Facebook page and send us in an inbox message, and with all your answers, all your pictures, send that to us.
Yeah. Or you can use the website.
The website, which is www.kidzklub.online. There's a contact form. Send it through there. You can upload your pictures and your answers there. And the third way is
3 ways.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
So just to remind you of the name, it should be all coming up below as well, which is 01273 945 320.
Okay, so Sports Week. Sounds like people are going to have a fantastic week for the whole of this week.
Yeah, and we look forward to sorting that out on Friday at Winners Friday.
6 o'clock Friday. You need to join us. Find out if you have won. There you go, you might win a certificate. So what's going to happen next week?
So next week is Jungle
Jive
Week. So we're really looking forward to next week. It should be really good fun. We're going to get down in the jungle where nobody goes. There's a great big elephant.
Oh dear me.
No, I won't start singing. We had enough of Chris's singing last week.
Yeah.
So this is our Jungle Jive Week. We've got some fantastic things for you happening next week. I'm just going to pop this down a minute so I can show you what we're going to be doing. So we have got...
What have we got?
I hope this works. This is snake bubbles, okay?
Yay! Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing.
So we're going to be showing you how to make snake bubbles. Now, I do recommend we do this outside because it does make a bit of a mess. We're going to be doing some snake bubbles. We are also going to be making some super sloths. So sloth pegs. These are super cute. So we're going to be showing you how to make those.
And your news sheet will be out to you during the week. So ready for next Monday. And you've got some colouring on the back with our Bible bits.
Yes, we'll get learning our Bible bit. We've also got like loads of other bits and pieces happening too. So it'll be great fun. We really look forward to seeing you joining us.
But do you know what? Next week, after next week, there's only 2 weeks left to go of Kidz Klub until the summer break. I can't believe it's gone so fast.
I know. But we'll tell you more about what's happening in the summer break soon. So
we will do.
It'll be good fun.
So I think that's it for this week.
It is.
We look forward to seeing you on Friday. So we hope you have a good week and stay
safe, guys. See you soon.
later. Bye.